Okay, super writers. So you know what we're going to talk about. We're talking about what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Make writing easy to read. And that's having complete stories that have actions that are clear, that you can see and you can know by the picture, and then having words that help you with the picture, right? So I want to show you a couple of things today. I want to show you about writing who, what, where, and how things are happening and how you can do that. And it seems complicated, but I'm going to show you how easy it is for you to write a complete story about who's in your story, what are they doing, and how are they feeling while they're doing that, okay? And that's going to make your writing even more clear. And that's going to get to what, remember I showed you this yesterday? I'm going to switch cameras here. This is like the stuff you need to know to write a good story. Yesterday we said I told, drew, and wrote a whole entire story. That means you had a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, now today I want you to focus on that's in your overall story. How is it structured? How is it made? What did you think of when you made it? The second one is called development. This is like the fun stuff that goes into your story that tells people about what's going on in your story, and that's the thing that makes people want to read your story. This is what I want you to focus on today. My story indicated who was there, what they did, and how the characters felt. Woo, that seems really complicated and like a lot. But what I want to tell you is that it doesn't have to be that complicated, because when you are thinking of a story, you need to close your eyes and just remember what your story was, and then you sketch a picture to help you know how you're going to tell the story. So I thought of a time a couple years ago where we were in the classroom and the door was open, the window was open, and the kids were sitting on the rug while I was teaching, and a bee flew in. So I thought, well, and everybody got so scared. So I thought, well, how am I going to show that happening? So the first thing I'm going to do is just close my eyes and try to remember who the characters were. One of the main characters was the bee. The other people that were there were the kids who were on the rug. And I was there teaching. Okay. So then we say, well, what we just said, what everybody was doing. The kids were sitting on the rug listening while I was teaching. The bee flew in and I was teaching. So how am I going to show that? So then I thought about how I could sketch it. So I'm not a very good drawer, but let's see. So I'm going to put a window right here. And this is what you would do too if you thought of your thing. Here's my window. Now I'm going to show the bee flying in. So I need to show flying, right? So he's flying. I'm going to do dashes. Here's my bee. He's a little oval. He's got his stripes. He's got his stinger. That's the scary part. He's got his wings. He has his little eyeball. Maybe he's a little smiley. Then I need the rug. Kids are on the rug. And here's me right here. I'm like above the rug. And I'm on the whiteboard. And my whiteboard might say 2 + 2 = 4. Maybe I'm teaching. I was teaching math. Here's me. And I'm happy because I like to teach you guys. Here I am. I have a skirt on that day because it's a warm day. I'm writing. Okay. And then here's you guys, and you're watching me. And you're so happy to be teaching, to see what's happening. So I've got like a little boy and a little girl, and everybody's happy because they don't notice the danger yet, right? Oh, the lights just went off. So I'm sketching what I'm thinking, and I'm showing what I'm feeling, that everybody's feeling happy. These aren't that great. Everybody's sitting down on the carpet, right? So I've shown the three things. I've shown um, during math, we sat on the rug. Mrs. Childs was teaching us math, and then a bee flew in. So I'm showing everything here. Now, I can make the picture a little bit more with colors and things later, but this I sketch from my brain. So now I have a clear picture of what I know I'm going to write about. Okay. And so, like, let's say, here's your lines to write. Then you're going to add some words if you can. Okay. And then on the next page, I sketch this. Look at that. I turned around. How's everybody looking now? The bee is heading straight towards me. What am I doing? Ah! What's the difference between this page and this page? So that's all the writing I was going to do today. I sketched what was in my mind. I sketched who was there, how they were feeling. I'm going to show flight. I showed movement from the bee. Then I turned around, and now you can see the expressions of all the kids. They're upset. Their arms are up. They're freaking out. My arms are up. I'm freaking out. Do you see how that works? Isn't that fun? So now what I want you to do is I want you to get your story that you were working on yesterday, and I want you to make sure that you have who was there, how they were feeling, and what was happening. Who was there? How was everybody feeling? And what was happening? And you should do that through movement, through expressions on everyone's faces. You need to make sure the environment's there. Like I had a rug and a window and an easel that I was teaching on, so we knew it was a classroom. And then after that, you could try to add words. Who, what, where, and how they were feeling, okay? And do a first, a next, and a last. It's going to take you a while. You might only be working on one story this whole week because you're going to show these things this whole week. The way people look and their expressions and letting them know who was there, how they were feeling, and what they were doing is so interesting to a story, right? You want to know all those things when you read a story. So go ahead and sketch a page from your mind onto the paper. Who is there, how they were feeling, and what they were doing. Have fun. Now I have to stop this.